Smoked out, snorted out, drunken and I'm blown. This is CampingGearTV.com. I'm Josh.
I'm Ben.
This is Gary. And as always, we are here today to talk about partying and boozing.
No.
Oh.
Different, completely different thing we're doing here.
Oh.
Yeah. We're talking usually about camping gear and TVs.
We should be talking about it.
Yeah. Well, let's be honest here. That lifestyle goes hand in hand with the outdoor enthusiast lifestyle. So you know what? I changed my mind. That's exactly what we're talking about today. Partying really can all be summed up by saying living the dream.
Oh yeah.
Would you agree?
Yeah. So pushing weight.
Yes, exactly.
And by pushing weight, I mean selling drugs.
Right. What?
Yeah.
No.
Oh no.
No. Now that is totally against the outdoor community. Well,
I was just playing.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah. We're gonna look at this backpack here from Gregory. Now Gregory, I don't think is as big of a name as, I don't know,
Steven?
Yeah, right, exactly. But these people make great quality packs.
Oh yeah.
You know, and they're definitely a big name in the industry, but they might be the type of company who's flown under a couple of y'all's radars before.
I'm pretty excited because we haven't looked at any of their stuff before, and they're very well regarded.
Yeah, I mean, if you read reviews, especially on this pack, which is the Z40, you read reviews of this pack online, and people have a lot of great things to say on them.
Yes.
They're well reviewed on most retailer sites.
Yeah.
You know, people talking about they enjoy the pack, and the construction.
You can keep an entire meatloaf in this top
Oh
compartment.
yeah, easily. Yeah, definitely. The construction of the pack is very high quality actually. So I enjoy this pack. This is great. This might end up in my personal collection for day packs and smaller hike packs.
Nice.
Because it's first of all just this color blue. It's a great color. It's a great looking pack.
Yeah.
We're smashing Gary's head, so I'm gonna pass Gary over to you.
When you talk about the construction, I'm just feeling it, and I can tell. I have not used this pack. Ben has, and one thing I'm noting is that it feels like a very high level of Robert that we're dealing with.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of Robert's packed into this. It feels very durable.
Yeah. So, just getting aside from the sexiness of this pack and the look, we'll get into some of the details here about what makes this good.
We're gonna talk about the Roberts.
Yeah. The thickness of the material.
Right.
200 Roberts, 300 Roberts.
Right.
We'll get into what we're working with here.
Just want to make sure.
Yep. So I've been using this pack mainly for day hikes and things of that nature. I have not taken this pack overnight.
Right.
Now we said Z40, that stands for 40 liters.
Yeah.
Now the thing is, there's actually 3 categories for this pack: small, medium, and large.
Really?
Small is 37 liters, medium is 40 liters,
Really?
large is 42 liters.
For reals?
For reals, dog.
Hmm.
So this is the 40 liter. And we've looked at some 40-liter packs in the past, which I would definitely say were overnight packs.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little different. I wouldn't take this pack out for like a 3-day hike, over the weekend like that.
Okay.
This pack can go overnight for sure. It's definitely big enough.
Yeah.
It's not so tiny like I'm going out for a day hike and I just need to carry like a bladder and a sandwich.
Yeah.
It's a little more than that, but you can definitely use it for that. So it's
you
a
can
real
get a tent in there, sleeping bag, clothes.
Oh yeah, you can. I have a sleeping bag in it now. We're going to look at, but what I think this excels at is for a day pack to an overnighter. Okay, more likely during the summer, so that you're not packing a lot of clothes in there.
Okay.
And although this is 40 liters, I was telling Josh this beforehand. I like to call this type of pack like a nook and cranny pack because they have just a lot of storage and like nooks and crannies all over the place. There's different pockets here and there, and so that's how I think the 40 liters is being achieved. But this isn't so huge, or this isn't the type of pack you're piling a ton of gear in for a long trip. It's not that type of pack. Even though you see 40 liters, I don't kind of think of it in that sense. So a lot of people refer to this as just like a quick overnighter pack.
Okay.
Okay, so
Alright.
So there we go.
Okay.
So on the front, looking at it, what's really cool about the pack is it's got 3 ports of entry. Josh is getting ready to go through one now, which is the top.
How many do you have?
Ports of entry?
Yeah.
Let me think here. Give me a second.
You have a lot.
7, I think.
Okay.
All right. This has 3.
All right.
Okay, so it's got the drawstring top, which is really great, and you know, you can close it up, and then it uses a buckle to kind of secure it. What's really cool, even though for a pack this size, you know, I don't think you see this a lot, but it has, you can unclip the front here, and you can take a look. Let me get the zipper here. And you can open up the front of the pack too.
Front loader.
You know, so you can go through the top or you can go through the front. And that's just, you know, again, that's something more indicative of a larger pack. But if you're using this as an overnighter, or you could be an ultralight backpacker and could be getting 2 nights out of this backpack, you know, you may have your pack stuffed in a way where you want to keep everything shelved perfectly and going through the front. So, and like we've seen in a lot of other design backpacks, there is a lower, oh sorry, I'm buckling wrong here. Here, I'll just leave it unbuckled. You can go through the bottom as well, and it's really a sleeping bag compartment, but there's also a separate shelf in there so that you can keep the sleeping bag compartment separate. Now, I have a 35-degree rated sleeping bag in here. This is one of the smallest ones I own. It is a little difficult to get that sleeping bag in there with the shelf zipped up. Okay, if you're just going to carry a sleeping bag in there with the shelf zipped up, I think you need to have a really light sleeping system, which is why I think this is great for the summer. You know, big sleeping bags in here, it's going to be.
It's a good observation.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to get. That's nothing wrong. That's just, this is what the pack is made for.
Right.
You know, light sleeping systems I think go really, really well with this pack, and so that's really, really great. So, and you know, you can see the shelf.
Yeah.
There,
I like it.
I can zip that up.
I like though that the shelf can be zipped up.
Yeah.
Sometimes people use like a strap.
Yeah.
I think the zipping is kind of nice.
I like the zipping, and so that's really cool there. In the front, there's going to be a rain fly we can pull out. You know, when it gets to be that kind of weather.
Okay. Interesting that the rain fly comes completely out.
I noticed that. Yeah, it's not attached to the pack.
Yeah, a lot of times the rain fly is attached so that, you know, but you could, you know, obviously attach it with this.
Yeah, actually, yeah. But a lot of times it's.
Yeah.
So you can attach it in there, but a lot of times packs have it so that you can't
unattach it.
Yeah, you have to cut a string. And if you notice, this is really like. You know, one of those protective headgears for doctors, for the doctor who has the largest head in the world.
Or like if you just got your hair did, and you don't want to mess it up, you can put that on before you get in the shower.
Exactly.
Perfect.
So, you know, when I first got this and I pulled out this rain fly, it was folded all nice and neat. I felt really bad about taking it out, but
that's how it goes.
Yeah. Nonetheless, we're just gonna stuff it back in there because that's how these things work a lot of the times. And there's no problem with stuffing it back in there. So there we go. So that's kind of what we're dealing with here on the front of the pack. We got this like main, or it's not really main, it's just this separate front pouch with a zipper entry, okay, that we can use to put some snacks and some goodies in. So that's kind of nice. We got compression straps all on the sides, so because we could be
nice straps.
Yeah, we can really compress this down tight if we're just using this for day hiking purposes.
Right.
You know, we don't have a lot of gear and we don't want this going all over the place.
Yeah.
But let's say we really are trying to get 2 days out of this pack and we do kind of have it loaded kind of heavy. There's a really, really nice suspension system here that's on this pack on the back side.
Yeah.
So what this is Gregory, they have a new system. This is the DTS Dynamic Transfer Suspension. So you can see this here. We'll have some close-ups and graphics. There's a considerable amount of room in between the pack and the suspension system itself. Okay, and the lumbar area too, which, you know, is going to rest gently above your tush.
For cushion.
Yeah, cushion for pushing.
Yeah.
So what this basically does is not only is there a passageway here to allow more air to get back here and keep your back cool, you know, keep your you know, sweaty back from going on.
Yeah.
You know, but it also the pack, you can see it's stiff. Okay, I can't fold this.
Pack is?
Yeah, you know, that there's the suspension system here, you know, that's got bars that go through it. Well, the more weight that is in the pack, it keeps the pack from bending and becoming collapsible, folding over, and it keeps the weight on your hip belt, on your lumbar area.
Yeah.
So in case you are loading it with a lot of gear, because you can get, let me see, I think they have a recommended, no, they, on their site.
It's pretty lightweight.
Yeah, I'd have to check, I cannot remember, but I know that they have recommended weights on their site, and I don't remember what. I know it's pretty serious, right?
Yeah, this is going to do a great job of keeping your back free from the sweatiness.
Yeah, you see, the distance between there.
Very nice.
This is a real serious system.
Yeah.
So when you see a pack this size, and it's 40 liters, but it looks like a little bit smaller of a pack than that. So I'm surprised that it's 40 liters. But a pack this size, that you can find this for about. Come on now, I was on my side.
I'm sorry.
Oh, were you trying to give me 5?
Yeah.
I thought you were like, get out of here with that. That's what I thought you were doing. This pack you can find for $140 or $150 online, and I think typically that might be a higher price point than people would suspect. Suspect? Yeah, they're not going to suspect anything.
No.
So, but. The technology that's here in this system and the quality of construction of the bag, this is going to be able to take an absolute beating and last a long time. And it's going to be really great.
It's blue too.
Yeah, it's blue, which is a great color. And if you run out of energy and you're dying in the wilderness, someone's going to be able to spot you, unlike getting those camouflage packs where no one will ever find you. But
that's always a tough call.
I know, it's because you want to be one with nature, and this stuff looks like you should be wearing it in outer space, but
I don't think so. I think it's a nice color for packing.
Yeah, I like it.
One thing that I would say, and the pockets on these, I like to keep my cell phone in these pockets a lot of times.
Yeah.
And it's the mesh here is totally open and exposed.
Yeah.
So you can see my fingers through there, that if my phone was in there and I was walking into any rain at all, it would get wet immediately.
Sure. And then, some of that just becomes preference to the packer and hiker.
Sure. Sure.
The straps, they only have one, I guess technically they have 2 pockets because you can slide something in between the first mesh pocket and the zipper section.
Yeah.
So, it just depends on what your preference is.
Right.
Still, this is just a super great pack. If you do get to that, where you're trying to stretch that out to that 2-day limit, I always think it's really good to try and get used to packing in a smaller pack than what you think you need, because so many times you're like, oh man, we're going out for 3 or 4 days and we're doing hiking.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get some 60-liter pack, and I'm going to fill it with 12 books and everything I need. And, a day into it, you're cursing the world and you're hating life.
Sewing machine.
Right, yeah. People just packing craziness. So when you have a pack like this, it really makes you work hard thinking about what do I need to take. And it's really good practice to use. But then again, for a day hiking pack, really great too. Say you're going out with just your family, your wife and 2 kids. It's big enough that everything you need for the day will be able to fit in there, and then your family can run off wild. So really, really great.
You find them after they run
really
away.
Exactly. It's got 2 ports for a hydration tube.
Nice.
Which is really nice.
So you can use it on whatever side you prefer.
Yep. And one other thing that's kind of nifty. Let me find this here in one of the top pockets. There's this key hook, which is kind of interesting. Sometimes we've been testing a lot of packs now, and sometimes when I take them out, I'm kind of like, where the hell did I put my keys? Because every single pack has got a different place where your keys would possibly go. I always try, and I like that they stored it in the top, because for some reason, like you're saying, you keep your cell phone on your side.
Yeah.
I just always find keys and cell phone are always on the top for me.
Really?
That's where I put them. Keys, cell phone, and probably beef jerky is going up here.
Yeah.
And I'm being serious about that.
Where do you put peanut butter?
Peanut butter is going to go in the main compartment.
Really?
Yeah, I don't snack on that during the day, so it's
Really?
going to be mealtime type deal.
What about honeycomb? Cereal.
Main compartment.
Okay.
Well, is this honeycomb I brought to snack on, or brought for breakfast?
To feed the animals in the forest.
Top compartment.
All right.
So, I think we've pretty much covered everything except for something that Josh was alluding to earlier, which was the Roberts.
Oh, I'm excited about this part.
210 Robert double diamond ripstop and 330 Robert nylon Oxford flat weave.
Good.
the material that goes into this pack. And if you head over to Gregory's site, which is gregorypacks.com,
Yeah.
they put together a nice little PDF which you can go view on how to properly fit a Gregory pack.
Yeah.
You know, for your size and structure, your torso length also. You know, we talked about the length of one's torso a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And, you know, just, man, really, really super great packs. I'm really excited that we got this. I'm looking forward to taking it out again, actually. You know, some packs we review because we get so many of them, and some of them get shelved and go on to giveaways and things like that. You know, homes of the less fortunate. But every now and then one creeps its way into the old gear stash for later use, and this one I think is going to do that. Just really, really high quality construction, a lot of good use, lots of places to keep gear, lots of different configurations you can get, lots of different uses. You know, in a pack, I like two things: versatility and comfort, and this pack definitely has both of those.
What about lightweight? Do you like that?
That definitely helps, yeah. Yeah, lightweight definitely helps.
Comes in third though. Versatility and comfort are 1 and 2 for this guy.
Yeah, I mean,
Gary likes it. I mean, he's.
I guess you get to a point. I don't know. I'm never a huge stickler about a pound or two. I'm not one of those guys.
Yeah.
And everybody's pretty close in the weight range. I wouldn't call myself an ultralight backpacker by any means. So you know, if I take this pack out and it's 20 pounds or it's 22, you know, it's like whatever. But for the kids at home, the 37-liter pack is 3 pounds. The medium, this one, the 40-liter pack is 3 pounds 4 ounces.
You don't say.
And the large is 3 pounds 7 ounces, the 42 liters. And respectively, those go 16 to 18 inch torso, 18 to 20 inch torso, 20 to 22 inch torso.
Okay.
So there you go.
Sounds real good.
There you have it. So GregoryPacks.com, head on over there, check out their stuff. Again, that may be a name that has slid under some of your guys' radars, but man, super top-notch gear. A lot of cool stuff for outdoors and even just everyday use. You're going to want to check them out. Come back and check us out again.
Yes.
As we are bringing you the latest and greatest in outdoor gear.
Yeah. A lot of tips on how to lead a better life as well.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I think we're getting into that more and more on a daily basis. That's just, you know, it's just how we roll.
Yes,
so,
it is.
Until then, he's Josh. I don't even know where Gary's at. There he is. I'm your host, Ben. We're CampingGearTV.com. We'll catch you next time.